Why?
I think the answer to that is very clear. Since we have all been following with keen interest the latest revelations that have been appearing in the Daily Nation, it has become abundantly clear to all and sundry that there have been attempts to cover up this Anglo leasing scandal. And that cover-up, based on what we have been hearing, has been led by none other than senior officials and ministers of this government. That in itself puts a very, very serious question mark on the government's ability to independently investigate this scandal. And that is why we as Parliament, anyway, and myself as chairman, are saying that the government has actually lost that moral authority.
Who then should and can investigate Anglo leasing?
The buck stops directly with the president, and we ourselves as a parliamentary committee have said we are willing to receive fresh and additional evidence to this saga, and we are actually calling on the media, calling upon Kenyans, anybody who has evidence, let us get to the bottom of this scandal.
We have gone that route, sir. The Public Accounts Committee investigated Anglo leasing, took in evidence, and the report was thrown out. So what's different this time around?
What is actually different is that new light has been shed. If you will recall, when that report was thrown out by Parliament, it was thrown out when the government attempted to expunge the names of certain ministers from that report. And we, as an opposition, including many members of Parliament on the government side, refused to endorse that report with expunged names. Now, with new revelations, with new evidence of attempts at cover-up, we are actually calling upon John Githongo to come up and give us that additional evidence so that, again, we can push the same through Parliament. And if the government is not going to take action on that report, we then have no option but to call upon Kenyans to reject and eject a government that was elected on an anti-corruption platform, but that will have proved itself to be at the heart of corruption in this nation.
So let me just take you back again to the Public Accounts Committee and the report that was thrown out of Parliament. The problem you faced at that time was that you did not have the numbers to push through the adoption of this report. Nothing much has changed about that, has it?
Numbers or no numbers, the issue at heart is that this scandal will not be allowed to die. Corruption must be brought to an end if this government or if this country is to move forward, if this country is to develop, if millions of Kenyans are to fulfill their dreams and aspirations. And whether or not we have the numbers in Parliament, we will continue to push and advocate for the uncovering and bringing forth to book all the perpetrators who have been implicated in this scandal. And if we cannot do it in the House, which is the constitutionally enabled body, then we have no choice but to go back to the people of Kenya and say, we have done it and you have seen, and the government has blocked it and rejected it. It is now up to you as a people to take the action that you are democratically empowered to, and that is to reject this government and to eject it completely.